Good day to everyone. I'm going to discuss today the age of majority vis-a-vis the age of sexual consent because there seems to be a confusion between the two terms. My point is, let us not confuse the term age of majority, which is 18, the basis is RA 6809, with the term age of sexual consent, which has been raised from 12 to what is now 16 for purposes of statutory rape. My basis here is RA 11648. When we say age of majority, it means that a person is already of legal age. The person thus becomes emancipated. What then is the effect of emancipation? Emancipation under Article 236 of the Family Code as amended by RA 6809 terminates the parental authority over the person and property of his or her child, who shall then be qualified and responsible for all acts of civil life. And when we say that a person of legal age is qualified and responsible for all acts of civil life, it means he or she now has the capacity or power to do acts with legal effect, like enter into marriage, or enter into contracts, or buy and sell his own property, etc. But does this mean that it is only at 18 years old that a person, a woman in particular, can validly give consent to sexual intercourse without her sexual partner incurring criminal liability? The answer is no. A woman who is at least 16 years of age can validly give consent to sexual intercourse without her sexual partner incurring any criminal liability, provided it does not fall under sexual abuse under Section 5B of RA 7610, or qualified seduction under Article 337 of the Revised Penal Code, or simple seduction under Article 338 also of the Revised Penal Code. It is only when a woman is under 16 years of age at the time of sexual intercourse that she cannot validly give consent. This means that any person who engages in sexual intercourse with a woman who is under 16 will be criminally liable for statutory rape even if such sexual intercourse is consensual. To repeat what I've stated in my previous video, in statutory rape, the only subject of inquiry is the age of the woman and whether carnal knowledge had taken place. Therefore, even if there was no force, even if there was no threat or intimidation, or even if the victim was not deprived of reason or otherwise unconscious, or even if the rape was not achieved through fraudulent machination or grave abuse of authority, the crime is still statutory rape. The law presumes that the victim, who is under 16 years of age, does not and cannot have a will of her own on account of her age. Question: is there an exception to the above rule? The answer is yes. The person having carnal knowledge of a woman under 16 years of age will not be criminally liable when the age difference between them is not more than 3 years and the sexual act in question is consensual, non-abusive, and non-exploitative. Take note, however, that even if the age gap between the offender and the victim is not more than 3 years, and even if the sexual activity is consensual, non-abusive, and non-exploitative, the act will still be considered statutory rape if the victim is under 13 years of age at the time of sexual intercourse. So I hope this clarifies the seeming confusion between the terms age of majority, which is 18, and age of sexual consent, which is 16, for purposes of statutory rape.